Okay, and here we are back with another week of Geek Night. Okay, and this time we are gonna do about Gate. Okay, Jieitai Kanji nite Kaku Tatakaeri. Okay, we're just gonna call him Gate. Okay, for short. Okay, so the thing is, Gate. Okay, Gate is an anime. It's originally from a manga, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then it basically great gained popularity when they released the anime adaptation of it. Okay, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed by it. Okay, so yeah, so let's go through it first. Okay, so Gate is set in the current day Japan, where a portal to the other world open up in Tokyo. If I'm not mistaken, in Ginza. Okay, Ginza is where you can consider it as mm, the how should I say, the rich artistic people gather. Okay, which is part of Tokyo. If I'm not mistaken, they have a famous let me see, a theater hall there. If I'm not mistaken, okay. Because I went there, and I'm not particularly interested in that side, okay, but I did visit there before. So yeah, okay. Okay, when the portal opened up, okay, at first the people in the real world, okay, in Japan, okay, they were ambushed and a number of people were kidnapped, okay, because remember, okay, since maybe the other side they got a warning beforehand, or they kind of expected this to happen, okay, but for the real world in Japan, nobody knows that this is going to happen, okay, so okay, and when that happened, okay, when that site swarm in, okay, if you can see that they swarm in with their wyverns and stuff, okay, so they're preparing to go to war, okay, so which is why a number of people got kidnapped, okay, so and then when the government know what is going on, so okay, so they send in their JSDF, okay, Japanese Special Defense Force, or was it Japanese Self-Defense Force? Let me double check. Oh no, on GSDF is okay. Self-Defense Force. Okay, Japanese Self-Defense Force. Okay, and basically when they step into the battle, they overpowered them, and even with those flying dragons, okay, and flying wyverns and stuff, they got beaten down. Okay, and this is like um normally, people would like to imagine, hey, what if we have what about, why a dragon or sword start to fight with technology today? Okay. And I think Gate actually answered that question pretty well. They can get annihilated. Okay. So it is quite fun to see that. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm condoning the violence and stuff. Okay, but the thing is, because all of us like to imagine, oh, if you use magic, okay, you can take out the army and stuff. But the thing is, okay, um, that that they show technology is nothing to scoff at. Okay, even even those who uh even those in the isekai world, they're like, uh at first they think that, okay, maybe this is just a fluke that we lose one time, and they actually got beaten down and was shown to, like, yeah, there is no way to fight with technology. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna go to the next part. Okay, is that, oh yeah, before I continue, okay, I need to talk a bit about basically history a little bit. Is that what JSDF is technically not a military. Technically, it's not a military, okay? Because of course, okay, every country need to have a standing army to um need to have a standing army to protect itself from outside uh outside harm. Okay, but the thing is, Japan, it doesn't have that. Okay, because back in World War II, okay, they signed a treaty where they are not allowed to have a standing army. Okay, so in okay, to compensate that, they can have the JSDF. Okay, give us a second. Okay, so the JSDF is basically their small scale army, but they only have the they can do training and stuff, but okay, they are not allowed to be aggressive with their military. Okay, the thing is that when they signed the treaty, when the World War II had ended, uh, basically they surrendered all their military, and instead, okay, America will put their will have a base in Japan to help protect them. Okay, and the most famous base is without a doubt is in Yokohama. Okay, Yokohama is in Kanagawa. Okay, and it's basically when the normally when people say Yokohama, the first thing you think is about the U.S. Army base that is stationed there. Okay, so yeah, okay, so they technically protect Japan, okay, because as you know, there's this problem with North Korea and stuff, okay, so yeah, okay, and the okay, and relating to this is that the JSDF, even though it's a small army, they can overpower these invasion from the isekai. Okay, so they did okay, the writer tried to base it off in real life. Okay, now let's go to the next part. Okay, the next part is that I want to talk about is about the characters. Okay, the characters in this anime slash manga is that it basically revolves around Itami Yoji. Okay, he's a laid back JSDF member who is part of the expedition to explore the other side. Okay, so of course he's not the only one. Okay, there's they set up a base, and even though uh even though he's only one part of it, but since he did help the people, okay, during the first ambush, okay, so he was rewarded with a medal or something like that. Okay, and with that, okay, he's given more responsibilities. Okay, and now, okay, he is doing this. In other words, he is asked to explore this side of the world is because, okay, the fact that he raised up his notoriety, okay, among the public and among the government, the politician, and the military. Okay, and he's doing this because of his duty. Okay, because he doesn't want to get fired and stuff. Okay, but okay, but he is more than happy to sit at home and enjoy his hobby. Okay, he's basically an otaku. Okay, if I'm not wrong. Okay, he is interested in mobile games and mangas and stuff. Okay, because on that day itself, on the day that the world got invaded, is that he was actually planning to go to the mall or something. Okay, and with his quick thinking, he actually saved a lot of people. Okay, so it's pretty. Yeah, he's really the guy who doesn't want to be the hero, but he doesn't want to let other people suffer at the same time. Okay, so yeah, okay, it's about this guy. Okay, and you will really see that he's willing to show that he's really annoyed with he is really annoyed with others. Okay, that they like keep on giving him, oh no, you need to do this, no, you need to do this. Okay, and he keeps, and he accepted it, but like, oh, okay, now there's going to be less time for me to enjoy my hobbies and stuff. Okay, and remember, okay, since he's on the other side of the okay, he's on the isekai side, he can't use the internet, and that is one of his like biggest is what he's suffering the most, okay, that he can't enjoy whatever he likes, okay. Okay, and then next, okay, I think I move my guy to this side so you can see properly. Okay, so now, okay, on his journey, okay, throughout the anime, throughout the manga, okay, you can see that he made his group, okay, 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 his group is basically comprised of Dori Makiri. She's basically a demi-goddess, okay, and she's basically, you can consider her as the Grim Reaper, okay. So the thing is that she mentions that since she is over 900 years old, and if she reach 1,000 years old, she is going to turn into a goddess, okay. So which is why and without a doubt, it's not like she's imagining things, okay. That there are some portion of the anime, some portion of manga, they would show off that she is she's it's not only in her head, okay, she really has that power, okay. And next is Lelena, okay, a teenage sorceress and a sage in training, okay. She's only 16 if I'm not wrong, okay. And the good thing about Lelena, okay, okay, let's just call her Lelena for now, okay. She's a very open-minded girl, okay. The thing is that Lelena, she although some of the, like, when they saw the technology on the real world, on our side, okay, some will be like, oh my god, what is this? This is magic, okay. But since she herself is a sorceress, and she herself is trained to be a sage, okay, so she absorbs it, okay. So basically, like, you can see that she's trying to learn physics, she's trying to learn, okay, the science of our world, and she's basically, you know, using the knowledge of magic, okay, and her knowledge of magic, her aptitude for magic, okay, and she's learning the the facts that we have known, okay, for example, like, like gravity and stuff, okay. She's using it, okay, and then she incorporates both of them to make her magic more powerful, okay. And Lena is actually like I said, she's in training, okay. She's basically is under the tutorage of another sage, okay. And you can see that guy, he's also a laid back guy, okay, just like Itami, but okay, he's not interested at all in learning, you know, the real world, you know, knowledge that we've got, okay, throughout our history, okay. And when Lelena did you know, showed that, okay, she learned this and she incorporated with her magic, even 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 the sage that she was training under, like, oh my god, you've already, in a sense, you have already surpassed me, okay. So it is pretty nice to watch these kind of things, that there's an open-minded, yeah, there's like a exchange of ideas from both sides, okay. And that's why I like Lelena because of that, okay. And next, okay, in the group we have Tukaluna Marso, okay. She is a high elf who is the only survivor from one dragon attack, okay. So, well, like I say, Geek Night is full of spoilers, okay, because this is like kind of a discussion, okay. The thing is, Tuka, she is uh she was living a carefree life, in a sense, okay, with her father, and she basically lost a whole village, okay, because the dragon actually burned down the whole thing, and she survived because her father threw her down in the well, okay, you know, saving her from the fire and stuff, okay. And it is such a horrible sight, okay, that basically everybody was roasted to death, okay, by the dragon fire, okay. So, and here comes the real spoiler, is that she I at first thought that she kind of course without doubt she has PTSD, and she thinks that Itami is her father. Okay, but later on, that she realized, okay, Itami is not her father, but she does have feelings for him. Okay. So, and then, okay, like now, they already have 2 seasons. Okay, later on in season 2, okay, that there's another person that joined the group, which is Yao Hadushi. Okay, she's a dark elf who is looking for help to hunt down the same dragon. Okay, now, Yao Hadushi is a dark elf, but the thing is that when they want to hunt the same dragon that destroyed Tuka's village. Okay, the thing is when we first met, okay, we saw her. She tried to take advantage of Tuka's PTSD. Okay, and you can see that you might call her, an unlikable character, but in a sense, okay, Yauha Dushi is basically the other side of the coin of Tuka. Okay, because Tuka is a high elf, Dushi is a dark elf. So, and the thing is, they're suffering from the same thing. They're suffering from the dragon attack. Okay, and even though Tuka had already lost her whole family, her whole village, but Dushi, she's about to lose everything. Okay, so she's like, okay, even if I have to exploit, even if I have to lie, even if I have to cheat, even if I have to do this, even if I have to do that, okay, she is willing to be the villain. Okay, and she played the bad guy. Okay, I don't care as long as you kill the dragon. Okay, I'll accept any punishment. Okay, so it is really sad. Okay, that made the first impression of her pretty bad. Okay, and I hope that people who watch this can see that usually she's not a bad person. She's doing anything to save um her her village, her family from being from suffering the same fate. Okay, and they know, and these people and the village know that she's probably gonna suffer the same fate. Okay, the thing is why even when the village sent her, it's like, okay, you need to do anything, even if you need to sell yourself. Okay, to use yourself as a prize. In other words, become their slave. Okay, and she did that knowing full well that that is the intention that the village sent her. But okay, since she felt grateful to the village that raised her, okay, and yeah, okay, Ryushi may seem like a bad person, or but the thing is, she's also a victim in this sense. Okay, so okay, that is why that is okay. As we know, okay, normally when we see that, like, hey, this is a harem, but the thing is, it's not. Okay, it's more of a group thing. Okay, they do have feelings for him, and they would rather welcome advances from Itami. Okay, but the thing is that they are not outwardly looking for their love. Okay, they do drop some subtle hints. Okay, but still, it's not like the standard isekai where, like, oh, I'm gonna make for you lunch, I'm gonna make for you this and that. Okay, you don't have that much. Okay, which is why I kind of enjoyed it. Okay, there's a bit of layback there. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna move my guide back to this side. Okay, so now, how is Gate is different from other isekais? The thing is, Gate is not a one-sided isekai. Okay, one-sided is mean that, okay, this person get teleported and he can't go back. Okay, and there's no way for that side to come back to this side. Okay, but okay, since Gate is literally there's a portal, there's a little a gate that connects both worlds. Okay, and in a sense, they are free to move back and forth. Okay, in a sense, they can do that, but but okay, uh, it is the in theory you can go anytime you want, but it is basically like guarded. Okay, it is guarded by the military. Okay, so yeah, there is a way to go back to this. There's a way to cross both worlds. Okay, so the next thing is that although it focuses on Itami, it also gives time for other characters to develop on screen. So now, just now where I defended Ducey a lot is that, um, you know, if they want, they can just like play Ducey as the bad guy from beginning to the end. Okay, but you can see that she poured her heart out. Like, like I don't care about myself as long as you help my village. Okay, you may hit me up, you may hit me, go ahead. I want to save my village, and that is character development on screen. Okay, normally we might get this by the end. Okay, and it's not only for Ducey. Okay, like just now I talked about Lelena. Okay, where she learned about where she learned the physics and stuff. Okay, and try to incorporate with her magic. Okay, that is also in a sense a character development scene. Okay, and which is why that most isekais like, oh, you do this and then you can make this. Okay, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, they didn't show the process, and they didn't show the other world the other world um how to do this. Okay, they just give like uh basic explanation, didn't go in detail. Okay, so in a sense, this part, it is same as Dr. Stone. Okay, it is same as Dr. Stone, where Dr. Stone, if you want to try to if you want to compare to, it could be an isekai. Okay, because basically, even though it's like technology has been lost. Okay, but to them, this looks like an otherworldly thing. Okay, so this is why you know where where the world respect from both cultures, both advances in technology, and they try to like learn from each other. That is what makes from standard isekai. Okay, so if you can imagine like the standard isekai where they go to one side and like, oh, I learned this in my textbook, I learned this when I watch a television show, and then like the people of the isekai are like, yeah, oh, so that's it. I don't understand a single thing. That is what kind of differentiate it from the other isekais. Okay, so next, okay, it is not an outright harem anime. Okay, which this is normally when you think about isekai, harem. Okay, so that is kind of like very sad. Is that okay? Isekai can be diverse. Okay, even though we talked about isekai shokudo last week. Okay, isekai izakaya. Okay, even though that is not a harem anime. Okay, but they are the outliers. They are not the standard. Okay, but normally all the standard ones is like, okay, this guy got teleported into the other world. Bam, we have a harem in like three or four episodes, which is pretty annoying. Okay, I do understand like people want to indulge in certain fantasy. Like after a couple, it just turned out. After a couple of series like this, okay, series, mangas, whatsoever, okay, it just seems like lazy writing. And Gate didn't do that. Okay, of course, I'm not saying that that in Gate there is no romance or whatsoever. Okay, but they respect each character, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, even though the Itami he have like his own group, is basically like a light-hearted harem, but still the group doesn't outwardly look for his affection. Okay, they might hope that that he's paying attention to them, okay, and one day they can be together, but they don't like, okay, marry me, okay. So yeah, and then next is that, okay, Gate, it shows the struggle of the people in the story, whether in daily or even political, okay, daily lives or even political, okay. So for example, okay, the daily lives is that one of the most thing that stood out to me was uh when they set up like a camp, okay, they set up a camp in the imperial city or something, okay, or the capital city, and their base is basically in the middle of the slums, okay, and you can see that there's red light districts where there will be a lot of people who had to sell themselves, okay, and when that happens, okay, of course the people, if you know, if you're brought to think about it in real life, okay, think about it in real life, if you know, without a doubt, if we volunteer to help in a war-torn country, and you see that these people, they have to like sell themselves to for food and stuff, okay, we, okay, in our heart we want to help them, we want to sell them, stop, don't do that, okay. But the thing is, okay, it it shows that uh okay, when that happened, uh people told this person like, okay, please, okay, don't, you know, don't ask people to do something that you can't even take the responsibility for, which is really like goes against the isekai harem anime genre, where like, oh, you see somebody in trouble, okay, fine, I'm gonna save them from this from these kidnappers, from the, okay, from these people, okay. But then the thing is, they didn't think about, okay, we saved them from that, what are they going to do after that, okay, so who's gonna take them in, who's gonna how are they going to live their life after that, okay. So I'm not saying that, you know, people should be like people should be in their situation, but what would they need to do, okay, is the what would they do afterward is the most important question. And Gate, okay, even these minor things is what set it different from the other isekai, okay. Okay, and then next we're going to talk about the political struggles, okay. The political struggle is that you know, you can see that since they're fighting with the empire, with the imperial city, okay, whatever, okay, and they, of course, without doubt, they're an empire, okay. They taken, they are very strong in the military side. So you can see that even when um and they have a senate, something like that, okay. So in the senate, they'll be like, they're arguing it, okay, we as the empire, we should not just simply give in to these other worlders, okay, because imagine, okay, we are on their side right now, okay, and they imagine the itamis as the one that came to their world, okay. So when that happened, and when that happened, they'll be like, because of their pride as empire, they can't just give up, okay. But okay, deep down they know, okay, that their military prowess could not even match the current day technology that we have, okay. So that is what the that it shows a light to the political side of things, okay. And now the last part is that um, the mixing of culture and technology, okay. So now, like I say early on, is that, you know, they have an expedition, okay. So like they set up a base on the other side, okay, and Itami is one of them, okay. And it's not only Itami the only one, there's basically like a branch of the JSDF is there, okay. So when that where okay when they are there, they set up the base, and then naturally, like people came to that area, okay. So the isekai people came to their base, and then like they start to make their own town, okay. And in that town, um okay, they have like shops, they have shops where they sell, basic things, like basic things that that we took for granted, like for example pen, papers and stuff. Okay, so when that happened, okay, like they slowly get introduced to this world technology, even though they are not given access to, maybe smartphones or whatsoever. But these basic simple things, okay, that we took for granted, like for example a pen, it okay, imagine how long it is to, for civilization to master how to make a pen, okay, and to mass produce it, okay, and not to mention it's quite cheap. Okay, so all of that, okay, it is shocking for them, but then these people, they learn to, to adapt to it, and then like, of course, okay, there is not only one side. Okay, maybe the technology flow is from one side, but the culture is also flowing to the other side. Okay, so um the culture may not seem much, but at least that, you know it shows that, we are not much difference. Okay, because even with that side have magic, okay, they are basically like, if I were to say, they are around somewhere between the dark ages in our world. Okay, because I don't see any catapults and stuff. Okay, it's probably, okay, before the middle ages, okay, before the dark ages and stuff. Okay, so this is why I feel like Gate is different from the other isekais, and it's pretty fun to watch. Uh, like, okay, this is an extra thing, is that um that some of the JSDF, okay, they are trained in cooking, and then like he's serving to the rich people there, and then like, this is, even something like, like tea, and like desserts, appetizers like scones and stuff. It's so new to them, okay, and this was also shown in Isekai Shokudo and Isekai Izakaya. This simple thing is what make people like, hey, this side is not that bad. These people are not just, not just bloody ruthless killers, okay, because imagine, okay, um their side lost because they sent an army to that side, and they got wiped out. Okay, and if you think, if you imagine you're fighting with those kind of people, you imagine it to be like some kind of brutes, some kind of like, like super full of Superman that will kill anybody. But it turns out like these people are just standard regular people. Okay, okay, so it it is not outwardly implied, but it is there if you're trying to look for the meaning. Okay, now next is about my thoughts on the anime and the manga series. Okay, I did read after the manga a little bit. Okay, so I didn't catch up with it. Okay, but like I said, I've read a little bit further beyond the anime. Okay, and it is pretty fun to read, okay, with the things that's about to happen. Okay, but okay, it's been over a year or two since I last catch up with the manga. Okay, and I do wish, okay, like, remember we talked about the political struggle. Okay, now the thing is, what I want to know more is about the political struggles on Japan with the other country, okay, our real world countries. Okay, so they did brought it up, but there's like only a certain part of it. Okay, because it says that uh okay, Japan have basically a door to resources, okay, on their own land. Okay, and other countries want to put their hands on it. Okay, so when that happens, I do wish that this kind of political talks will continue. Okay, and how are they going to affect? Okay, although I'm not saying that there's none at all. It is just that they never given, much thoughts about this. Okay, they never focuses on it, and that is really sad, because because imagine, okay, the talks that could happen, okay, like Japan is like surrounded by the Americans, okay, like say, oh, the United Nations like forcefully ask Japan to let the other countries take over that side and stuff. So because remember, the JSDF is handling the other worlders, okay, the other world with the base and stuff, okay. So it's kind of hard to believe because in the manga, in that world, it have already been a couple of months, and we only have like a few like talks here and there about it, and a few scenes, a few events about it. But okay, if I were, imagine if this really happened in real life, okay, don't you think like the UN, okay, like the global community want to have a part of that, okay, and of course they can, Japan can hold off for like a month or two at most, but after that, okay, other countries will also have the rights to go into it, and those kind of talks, okay, might be interesting, and it's not shown, okay, without a doubt, okay. That is my biggest, like, you can say gripe, you can say my biggest expectation in the future, okay. So I do wish that they give more thoughts on that part, okay. So like I say, I don't want like some kind of like, oh, this event is over, okay, we forget them for a while and then we bring them back, and that is not that nice, okay. So, and then other than that is that I do feel like the one of the princess, okay, the princess is like, she's in trouble and stuff, okay, because remember, sh- she's on the empire side, okay. Without a doubt, she do have her, her pride as a royal family of the empire, okay, but she knows that they could not fight with them, okay. And but remember, the whole family is against giving everything, or like, letting the Japanese do as whatever they want, okay. So I do kind of like wish that, we can have, you know the side of the political, talks and stuff, okay. uh, we do see that the brother is basically like, the bad guy, who's basically like, if you ask me, he's probably not seen as the candidate for the next heir to the throne, okay. Most probably Ina is the one who is the top, in line for succession right now, okay. So I do kind of like wish to see more of that side, okay. Like, oh, these nobles, okay, they will somehow try to conspire, try to trick her, try to use her as a puppet or something like that, okay. Yeah, okay. So it's not saying that I don't want to check out the manga, it's just that I need some stimulation, okay. So like, maybe when the third season come out, it's going to like, okay, oh yeah, third season, it I think everybody assumed that there's going to be a third season, okay, but the problem is when. Okay, so for me is that I do hope there is a third season, and when the third season comes, without a doubt, when I watch it, I get interested back again. I'm gonna start reading back on the manga. Okay, it's both a win-win for the mangaka and for the people who want to capitalize on this series. Okay, so that is what I want. That's my thoughts on the series. Okay, and next, okay, and I'm gonna show you my weekly schedule. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, and this concludes the Geek Night for Geek. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm gonna show you my schedule for this week. Okay. So yesterday we did Rosatier. Okay. This week we did. Okay. This week we did Gate. Okay. And okay. And I'm probably gonna play Rosatier until Friday. Okay. remember our novel night started last week, and we played two episodes of 2 sessions of Zero-san. Okay, so I think most probably that this Saturday will be the end, and Sunday I'll be playing Magikoi. Okay, okay, and Magikoi I'm planning to play the 2019 version. Okay, where you can play all of the 5 main heroines, but most probably when I play Magikoi, I'm gonna go through two routes. Okay, I don't want to play all of it. Okay, it's like, okay, play 2 routes, and then after that I play some other visual novel. Okay, and then when I'm like, what should I do? What should I stream? Okay, maybe we have a throwback web, and then I go through others in Magikoi. Okay, because without the Magikoi, it's like, if you ask me, Magikoi is the one that inspired the the golden age of visual novel in my eyes. Okay, now, okay, I'm trying to think which anime slash manga that I want to do. Okay, because okay, for me, I want to do Shincho Yusha. Okay, but the problem is Shincho Yusha. Okay, there are talks for the second season. Okay, but it's not confirmed yet. Okay, they confirmed that there's a second season, but we don't know when is it going to air. Okay, I really want to play. I really want to discuss about Shincho Yucha. Okay, so but since I don't have the proper the official release what the official airing of the anime. Okay, so when I get to know it, I'm probably gonna do a Geek Night session on it. Okay, but for now, I'm thinking of doing Parasite. Okay, Parasite the Maxim. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm planning to do Parasite the Maxim next week. Okay, because Parasite is pretty old, but you can but it's an old manga. But then when they adapted it into anime, they modernized a few key aspects of it. Okay, now, okay, so that's it for my weekly schedule. Okay, now, if you support Geek Night, okay, if you enjoyed my session where I talk about all of these kind of things, okay, you can subscribe to the channel, you can like the videos, you can comment on the videos, and if you are if you're free, you can join me live. Okay, I'm basically on mostly every night. Okay, 11 p.m. Malaysia time or midnight for in Japan time. Okay, so if you want to watch my other streams, okay, I also have my standard streams. Okay, where novel night, where I go visual novel translation on weekends. Okay, and if you have anything you think I can improve on, comment down below. Okay, because it really helps. Okay, not only in terms of numbers, but also like shows me that people are interested in all of this. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, even though it's a bit faster than the last time. Okay, but I think I got the hang of tempo of Geek Night and stuff. Okay, so maybe if there are people who are here, maybe we can continue chat and discussing. But since for now it's basically just me, I can only do this much. Okay, so yeah, so our stream is until here. Okay, like I say, if you want support Geek Night, please do the following. Okay, and I'll see you next week where I'll be talking about Parasite. Okay, well, for Geek Night next week, Parasite, and tomorrow I'm doing research here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.